Good morning, grade 6. Today we're going to continue our lesson calculating what? Calculating fraction. We're going to have some of word problems for what have you studied yesterday. But before we go on to our examples, let's revise what have you studied yesterday. We said in the regular problems, always it's a fraction of and then what? And then numbers. What should I do? I'm going to multiply my numbers by the numerator and then divide by the denominator, or numbers divided by the denominator then multiplied by the numerator. It depends on your judgment. If we have missing is a whole, the missing is a whole, for example, like this here, fraction, then of, then the missing number, then equal, they give us the answer. What should I do? I'm going to divide what? For example, like 1/2 of a missing number equal, for example, 10. I'm going to divide by this and multiply by this. I divide my number by the denominator, the numerator, and multiply it by the denominator. I'm going to do what? The opposite. This is the regular one, and when it had missing is a whole, I'm going to do what? The opposite. And I said when we talk about the word problem, I should know which one is a whole, which one is a part, which one is a missing. Is it whole or part? To use which one? To use the regular way or the opposite way. Fraction of a whole equal part. Which one is missing? Whole or part according to the question. So let's start the first one. First example. Alicia's class has 36 students. That means all of the class has 36. 1/3 are boys. 1/3 of the class is what? Boys. Okay? How many boys are in the class? So, you have number of the student and you have number of the boys. So, which one is the missing? What did they give us? They give us students or boys? Have they given us whole or part? According to the question, students is a whole, boys is part. So, which one are given? Students. So, the missing is boys. So, it will be 1/3 of 36 equals what? This is the missing one. 36 divided by 3 equals 12. 12 times 2, 21 equals 12. That means in the class we have what? 12 what? 12 boys. If I say we have 12 boys, that means how many girls do we have? All of the class, 36. 12 boys. That means 24 girls. If they ask you about the girls, you should say 24. Let's have another example. Atani earns $1,600 dollar each month. He saved 1/4 of it. That means 1/4 of all of the money. That means from the question we're going to know they give us what? Whole. And he saved, this is the bar. The save is a bar, but what is the question? How much does he spend? This is the money, amount of the money. Imagine this is amount of the money. I said he, this is what? For example, what he saved, and this is what? This is saving, and this is what? What did he spend? So, all of the money, 1,600. I said they give us the fraction of save, but they don't want the amount of the saving. They want amount of spent. If they give us amount of the save, I'm going to find the amount of what does he spend each month. So to calculate the amount, how much does he spend? I should know amount of what did he save, because the fraction it refers to the save, but we don't have a fraction to the spend. But if I find how many does he save, I'm going to know how much does he spend. So I'm going to calculate the saving. So what will I do? It will be 1/4 of $1,600. And this equals what? 1,600 divided by 4 equals what? Equal 400 multiplied by 1 equal 1. So how much does he save? 400. But do I know how much does he save? The saving? No, I want how much does he spent. That means spend, it will be what? What does he spend? I'm going to do what? 1,000, all of the money, minus 400 equals what? Equals 1,200 what? $200. So this is it. This is the savings, and this is what? What did he what does he spend? How much does he spend? 1,200. How much does he save? 400. When they gave us fraction, but they don't want the fraction, they give you whole, and they give you whole, and they want the part, but they don't want the part of the fraction. They want the part of another thing. So what should you do? First find the part of the fraction, then what? Then subtract it from the whole you're going to find it. The same problem of the here, boys. If they give us the fraction of the boys, but they want the girls. I know in each class whether to be boys or girls. If they give us the boys, I'm going to find how many boys, then I'm going to subtract it like this. 36 minus 12 equals 24. This is how when they give you part of something and they want the part of amount of the part of something else, you're going to find the part of the fraction, then you do what? Your subtraction. The last question here, fill in the missing what? The missing number. So for example, 1/2 of 40 equals 1/4 of this. They want what? They want the missing number. Here means what? Half of 40 equal the same amount, quarter of this number. So what should I do? I'm going to find this thing. So half of 40 is 20. So it will be like this. 1/4 of something missing number equals 20. What is it? So we do the opposite. 20 divided by 1 multiplied by 4 equals what? 80. That means the missing number here is 80. Here we do the same thing. Find this first. Equal what? 200 divided by 4 equals 50. 50 times 2 equals 100. That means here I'm going to write what? 100. Let's find it. 100 divided by 3. No, we do the opposite. We say divided by 1, then multiplied by 3 equals 300. The last thing, 1/3 of 24. So I'm going to find this first, then write it here equals what? So 24, 1/3 of 24 equals what? Equal 8. That means I want the number here should be equal what? 8. So I do the opposite. Instead of 8 divided by 3, I'm going to say 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 4 times 3 equals what? 12. That means here is 80. Here is 4, here is what? 12. This is all of today. What I want you to do, go to the homework book, page 43, solve question number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, homework book. Homework book, page 43, question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't solve question number 5. Solve only question number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all about what? Calculating fraction. So until we see you tomorrow, we're going to study equivalent fraction, somehow the same thing what we studied the previous year. So I hope you can solve this. If you have anything, send it to me to WhatsApp. That's all for calculating fractions. See you tomorrow.